Ladies and gentlemen, love is often romanticized through grand declarations and poetic words, but in reality it is not merely something to be spoken, it is something to be lived. Words can be beautiful, but without action to support them, they remain empty. Love is best understood not through what is said, but through what is consistently done. It is revealed in the small, everyday choices that demonstrate care, commitment, and presence. When someone truly loves, their actions reflect their feelings. They do not just say they care, they show it in the way they prioritize, support, and stand by the person they love. A loving person makes time, even in the busiest of days. They listen when you need to talk, not just when it is convenient for them. They remember the little things that matter to you, not because they have to, but because they genuinely care. True love is attentive. It pays attention to what makes you happy, what troubles you, and what you need, often before you even say it. Love is evident in patience and understanding. It is easy to say "I love you" when everything is going well, but real love is tested in difficult moments. When tempers flare, when stress weighs heavy, or when mistakes are made, love is proven by how one responds. It does not walk away at the first sign of difficulty. It stays, communicates, and works through challenges. Love is not about perfection, but about perseverance. It chooses understanding over judgment, kindness over resentment, and commitment over convenience. A person who truly loves does not just make promises, they follow through. They do not offer empty reassurances. They take real steps to support and uplift their loved one. If they say they will be there, they show up. If they promise to help, they follow through with action. Love is not built on grand speeches, but on reliability. It is found in the simple acts of checking in, lending a helping hand, and being present even when it is inconvenient. Love also means sacrifice, not in a way that diminishes oneself, but in a way that prioritizes the well-being of another. It is seen in the willingness to compromise, to adjust plans, and to make efforts that might not be easy, but are worthwhile. It is not about always putting the other person first to the point of losing oneself, but about the natural give and take that makes relationships strong. A person who loves does not hesitate to make an effort because, for them, the happiness and well-being of their loved one matter. Beyond romantic relationships, love is visible in friendships, family bonds, and even the way one treats strangers. A friend who truly values you does not only call when they need something, they reach out because they care. A family member who loves you does not just say, "I'm here for you." They prove it by showing up when it matters most. Even small gestures, like a stranger helping someone in need, reflect love in its purest form. In the end, love is not measured by how often it is spoken, but by how deeply it is shown. True love is found in actions that stand the test of time, proving again and again that words may fade, but actions remain. "Are you okay?" may seem like a simple question, but in reality it carries profound meaning. It is more than just a polite inquiry or a casual greeting. It is an invitation, a doorway that opens space for someone to share their struggles. When asked with genuine intent, it becomes a powerful expression of care, a signal that someone is willing to listen, to understand, and to be there. In a world where people often mask their pain behind forced smiles and rehearsed answers, asking, "Are you okay?" can cut through the surface and touch something deeper. Many individuals go through life carrying burdens they feel they must bear alone, either because they believe no one would understand, or because they fear being a burden to others. Society often conditions people to respond with automatic affirmations like, "I'm fine" or "I'm good," even when they are struggling. But when the question is asked with sincerity, with a tone that conveys real concern, it can break through that habit and encourage honesty. The significance of this question lies not just in the words themselves, but in the way they are asked and received. A person who truly cares will not ask as a formality, nor will they accept a dismissive response at face value. They will pause, maintain eye contact, and give space for the other person to respond truthfully. Their tone will be gentle, their body language open, creating an environment where the other person feels safe enough to share. Sometimes a single moment of genuine concern can be the difference between someone feeling alone in their struggles and realizing that they are not. When a person is going through emotional turmoil, they may not always know how to express it. They might feel that no one notices their pain, or that talking about it would make them appear weak. However, when someone asks, "Are you okay?" with true concern, it reassures them that their struggles are seen and that their emotions are valid. It gives them permission to open up without fear of judgment. In some cases, people may not even realize how much they need to talk until they are given the opportunity. A simple, well-timed question can become the catalyst for deeper conversations that lead to healing and understanding. Furthermore, this question can serve as a lifeline for those who are silently battling inner demons. Many people facing depression, anxiety, grief, or other emotional hardships often feel isolated. They may hesitate to reach out for help, believing that no one would care or understand. But when someone takes the time to ask, "Are you okay?" with sincerity, it reminds them that they are not invisible. It can be the first step toward opening up, seeking help, or simply feeling less alone. In relationships, whether between friends, family members, or partners, this question strengthens emotional bonds. It shows that one person is paying attention, that they notice when something feels off, and that they are willing to listen. Love and care are not just about grand gestures, but about small, consistent acts of kindness. Checking in with someone, especially during difficult times, reassures them that they have a support system. It fosters trust and deepens connections, making it clear that they do not have to face their struggles alone. Beyond personal relationships, this question also has a powerful impact on society as a whole. In a world where people are often caught up in their own worries, taking a moment to ask someone if they are okay can create a ripple effect of kindness. It reminds us of our shared humanity, of the fact that everyone experiences struggles at some point. Even in passing interactions, between colleagues, acquaintances, or even strangers, a sincere "Are you okay?" can be a small act of compassion that brightens someone's day. Sometimes words are not even necessary. The way the question is asked, the tone, the expression, the willingness to listen matters more than the words themselves. A hug, a comforting silence, or a reassuring presence can sometimes say more than any spoken question. The key is to make sure that when we ask, we are prepared to truly listen. Asking without listening, or asking out of obligation rather than care, renders the question meaningless. But when asked with real intent, it has the power to bridge emotional distances and make a meaningful difference in someone's life. Ultimately, "Are you okay?" is not just a question, it is an invitation. It tells the other person that they matter, that their struggles are acknowledged, and that they are not alone. It creates a moment of connection, a chance for honesty, and an opportunity to extend kindness. The more we ask it sincerely, the more we contribute to a world where people feel seen, heard, and supported in their struggles. "Can I help?" is more than just a question. It is an expression of genuine care and a willingness to take action. While many people might notice someone struggling, few go beyond silent observation to extend a hand of support. Offering help is not just about recognizing someone's difficulties, it is about actively engaging in their well-being. When asked with sincerity, this question communicates that a person is not alone, that their struggles are acknowledged, and that someone is willing to share their burden. In daily life, people face countless challenges, emotional, physical, and mental. Some of these struggles are visible, like a person overwhelmed with work, a friend going through heartbreak, or a family member facing health issues. Others are hidden, like silent battles with anxiety, depression, or personal insecurities. Regardless of whether the struggle is seen or unseen, the act of asking, "Can I help?" signals a readiness to be present and involved. It shifts concern from passive sympathy to active support. True love and friendship are not just about understanding someone's pain, but about stepping forward to ease it. When a person asks, "Can I help?" they are offering to be part of the solution rather than just an observer. It is easy to feel powerless when someone we care about is struggling, but offering help, even in small ways, can make a significant difference. It can be as simple as listening without judgment, running errands for someone who is exhausted, or providing reassurance to someone feeling lost. The key is that this offer is made with sincerity, without expectations or conditions. This question is particularly powerful because it empowers the person in need. Instead of assuming what kind of support is required, it gives them the opportunity to express what they truly need. Sometimes people hesitate to ask for help out of fear of being a burden. They may feel that their problems are not important enough, or that others have their own struggles to deal with. But when someone directly asks, "Can I help?" it removes that barrier. It reassures them that their well-being matters and that they are not imposing by accepting support. In relationships, whether between friends, family, or romantic partners, this question deepens bonds by reinforcing trust and reliability. It shows that love is not just about words or occasional grand gestures, but about being present in everyday struggles. When one partner sees the other overwhelmed and offers help, it strengthens the connection. When a friend notices another struggling and steps in, it builds a foundation of mutual support. True relationships thrive when people do not just stand by during difficult times, but actively participate in making things better. In the workplace, "Can I help?" fosters teamwork and a sense of community. A colleague who is struggling to meet a deadline, a team member overwhelmed with responsibilities. These are moments where offering assistance can not only ease stress, but also create a more supportive environment. Leaders who regularly ask this question create workplaces where employees feel valued and cared for, which in turn improves morale and productivity. Beyond personal and professional relationships, this question holds significance in society as a whole. The world is full of individuals facing hardships, from those experiencing homelessness to those dealing with loneliness and grief. Acts of kindness often begin with this simple question. Whether it is helping a stranger carry their groceries, assisting someone lost on the street, or offering emotional support to a person in distress, asking, "Can I help?" is a small but profound way to make a positive impact. Even when the help offered is not needed, the act of asking itself conveys compassion and human connection. However, offering help should always be genuine and without expectation of something in return. It should not be asked out of obligation or simply to appear kind. True support is about the other person's needs, not one's own desire to feel useful. Sometimes help might be declined, and that is okay. The important part is that the offer was made, that someone knows they are not alone in their struggle. Even if they do not accept the help immediately, they will remember that someone cared enough to ask. At its core, "Can I help?" represents love in action. It acknowledges struggles, offers support, and reassures the other person that they do not have to carry their burdens alone. It transforms care from something passive into something tangible, creating a world where people feel seen, valued, and supported. Love is often portrayed as a series of grand romantic gestures, extravagant gifts, dramatic declarations, or once-in-a-lifetime surprises. While these moments can be memorable, they do not define the depth of real love. True love is found in consistency, in the small, everyday actions that show care, commitment, and reliability. It is not about making a big impression once in a while. It is about showing up, again and again, even when no one is watching. Consistency in love means being present, not just in moments of celebration, but also in the ordinary and difficult times. It means checking in, remembering the little things, and making an effort to understand and support someone on a daily basis. Grand gestures might create excitement, but they are fleeting. What truly builds a strong foundation is the quiet dependability of love that does not waver. When someone is consistent in their love, their actions say, "You can count on me," and that assurance is far more valuable than any extravagant display. Love is tested not in moments of ease, but in challenges. It is easy to say the right words or do something spectacular when everything is going well. However, love that endures is the kind that remains steady in times of hardship. When a loved one is struggling, feeling lost, or going through a difficult phase, consistency matters more than anything else. It is in the simple acts, listening without judgment, offering a shoulder to lean on, standing by their side without being asked, that love is truly shown. These moments of unwavering support are what strengthen a bond over time. In relationships, trust is built through consistency. Words alone are not enough. They must be supported by actions that align with them. If someone says, "I care about you," but only shows up when it is convenient, their words lose meaning. Love means following through on promises, being reliable, and proving time and time again that one's feelings are not temporary or conditional. A partner who is consistently kind, attentive, and present creates security in the relationship. The knowledge that they will always be there, not just when things are easy, but also when they are tough, is what makes love truly meaningful. Friendships too thrive on consistency. A true friend does not just appear during celebrations or good times, but remains during struggles and uncertainties. They check in regularly, not just when they need something. They remember important details, show up when promised, and offer support when promised, and offer support without being asked. Consistency in friendship is about making the other person feel valued, not just occasionally, but always. It is about ensuring that no matter how much time passes, the bond remains strong because of the continuous effort put into maintaining it. Love in families follows the same principle. Parents who consistently provide love, support and guidance create a deep sense of security in their children. It is not about buying the biggest gifts or planning extravagant vacations. It is about being present, listening and offering reassurance through everyday interactions. A child who knows they can always rely on their parents, no matter what, grows up with confidence in the strength of that love. Even in society, the love that makes a lasting impact is the one that is steady and dependable. Acts of kindness are meaningful when they are consistent rather than occasional. A community that continually supports its members creates a stronger, more connected environment than one that only responds in times of crisis. Ultimately, love is not a performance, it is a practice. It is not measured by how grand an act is, but by how regularly love is shown. A single grand gesture may impress for a moment, but consistent love creates a lifetime of trust and security. It is the daily check-ins, the small sacrifices, the quiet reassurances, and the unwavering presence that define love in its truest form. The presence of the two questions, "Are you okay?" and "Can I help?" is a clear sign of real care. These questions go beyond simple conversation or social politeness. They reflect a deeper concern for another person's well-being. When someone asks these questions with sincerity, they are not just acknowledging the presence of another person, but actively engaging with their emotions and struggles. In a world where people are often preoccupied with their own problems, taking the time to ask these questions shows true compassion, empathy, and love. Real care is not passive, it is intentional. Many people may notice when someone is struggling but choose not to say anything, assuming that it is not their place or that the person will reach out if they need help. However, those who genuinely care do not wait for signs, they take the initiative to ask. They understand that pain is often hidden and struggles are not always visible. A person may seem fine on the surface, yet they might be dealing with overwhelming stress, anxiety, or emotional burdens beneath their composed exterior. When someone consistently asks, "Are you okay?" it signals that they are paying attention, that they recognize changes in mood or behavior, and that they are willing to listen. The sincerity behind these questions is crucial. Asking out of obligation or as a mere formality does not carry the same weight as asking with genuine concern. The way the question is delivered matters just as much as the words themselves. A hurried, distracted, "You okay?" in passing is different from a deliberate, heartfelt, "Are you okay?" accompanied by eye contact and patience. A person who truly cares will wait for an honest response, instead of settling for a quick, automatic answer like, "I'm fine." They will create a space where the other person feels comfortable opening up without fear of judgment. The second question, "Can I help?" takes this care a step further. It transforms concern into action. It is one thing to acknowledge someone's pain, but it is another to actively offer support. Love, whether in friendships, family relationships, or romantic connections, is not just about feeling sympathy for someone. It is about being willing to lighten their burden in whatever way possible. Asking, "Can I help?" is a direct offer of assistance, letting the other person know that they do not have to face their struggles alone. Moreover, this question respects the autonomy of the person in need. Instead of assuming what kind of help they require, it gives them the opportunity to express what they truly need. Sometimes, a person may need advice, while at other times, they may just need someone to listen. By asking, rather than imposing solutions, it ensures that the help provided is actually beneficial and aligned with what the person wants. This is a key distinction between real care and surface-level concern. Those who truly care do not just try to fix things on their terms. They respect the individual's feelings and circumstances. In relationships, the presence of these two questions fosters deep emotional security. When someone consistently asks, "Are you okay?" and "Can I help?" it reassures their loved ones that they are valued and supported. This strengthens bonds and builds trust over time. Knowing that there is someone who genuinely cares, who will check in and offer help without being asked, creates a sense of emotional safety. People are more likely to open up, to lean on each other, and to navigate life's challenges together. Beyond personal relationships, these questions also hold power in broader social interactions. A workplace where colleagues ask each other, "Are you okay?" and "Can I help?" fosters a culture of support and teamwork. A community where neighbors check in on one another and extend offers of help creates a more connected, compassionate society. Even in brief encounters, such as a stranger noticing someone distressed and asking, "Can I help?" these words can have a profound impact. They remind people that kindness exists, that they are not alone, and that there is always someone willing to care. Ultimately, the presence of these two questions indicates something fundamental. A person who asks them is not indifferent. They are engaged, aware, and compassionate. They recognize that struggles, big or small, are not meant to be carried alone. These simple words, when spoken with sincerity, have the power to ease burdens, build stronger relationships, and create a world where people feel truly seen and supported. In the end, the true measure of care is not found in grand gestures or fleeting words, but in the quiet, consistent presence of those who genuinely see us. The questions, "Are you okay?" and "Can I help?" may seem simple, but their impact is profound. They remind us that we are not alone, that someone is willing to listen, and that support is always within reach. When spoken with sincerity, these words have the power to heal, to strengthen connections, and to create a world where compassion is not just an idea, but a daily practice. Let us not wait for the perfect moment to show care. Let us ask, let us listen, and let us be there for one another, one question at a time.